Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Utah Jazz at Vivint Smart Home Arena. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Chris Paul is still searching for his first title. He came close in Houston, but was traded, and by some was written off as over the hill. CP said, "I control what I can. That's preparing to play every night. Doesn't matter how successful my season was or wasn't, I'm always going to strive and push myself." Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, DA. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Chris Paul.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Andre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Nader in at the small forward. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Morgan in at the 4 spot. You know, at this point of the year, what's the main thing Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
I think at this point the foundation that you've laid should be there. So now what you try to do is schematically, maybe you go through some different defensive coverages, you try some different combinations of players to make sure that guys can make that adaptability quick enough that if that becomes part of a playoff scheme, you're ready for it. You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Here's Mitchell. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. Here's Paul. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
I think Booker's motivated tonight here. He's starting to play very aggressively. I want to see him more in there on the offensive glass.
Now Conley. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston. Mitchell's shot is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
That one drops for him.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Crowder. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Booker in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Oh, good on the triple. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field. To the paint, Nader, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Morgan the pass to Mitchell. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Paul. His last outing, 16 points for him.
Got to make a decision quick sometimes, and Chris Paul does that on the catch and shoot.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Conley with a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Fires the three. Another three for Phoenix.
Beautiful right there. Good form, soft touch. Paul, a consistent threat in all aspects of the game.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Mitchell's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Utah. Booker with it. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game? It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Now Conley following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in blocks. Rudy Gobert is second.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Paul passes to Nader. Crowder with it. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
It's picked off. Conley feeling it out. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Suns leading by 5. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Conley releases, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Came into the NBA as an average shooter at best. Conley's worked as hard as anyone to improve his shot. Part of why he's had such a stellar career.
Really left alone that time. Booker's got 5.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Mitchell missing. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. 8-point game. Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Back to Crowder from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That's tipped. Crowder with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Paul. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Inside, and it's sent back by O'Neal. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
A different look for Utah. As Azubuike's checked in, and it's Clarkson in for O'Neal. Sharch checked in for the Suns. Langston Galloway comes in for Chris Paul. Booker outside. Stolen by Mitchell. Outside Conley. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Crowder. Utah with the rebound. tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And so here's Phoenix following the bucket by the Jazz. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Jazz trail by 11. The pass to Clarkson. Here's the three. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Smith the pass to Saric. The dish to Moore. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Azubuike. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Now that one for Williams-Goss. Williams-Goss has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz. Galloway, the pass to Bridges. Saric looking around. And the Suns miss again.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Clarkson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You got to be cautious when you guard Clarkson. He's got a good burst. And when he gets assertive like that, oftentimes will draw a foul.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Free throw good. Clarkson. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Galloway, banked in off the glass. Galloway has got his second bucket tonight.
And off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance bucket.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Saric. To Galloway. Now Saric fades away. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Favors finds Clarkson. Launches a three. Here's the power on that prudent.
Real.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. The Jazz shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against San Antonio.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, we talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during a regular season.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Clarkson on the wing. Here's Ingles. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a three. Utah keeping it alive. A new 14. Suns leading by 11. Moore outside, fires for three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's George. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Not to be denied, Dario with determination to finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Sarich enjoyed an unbelievable amount of success overseas, and it's amazing how we continue to find these great international stories and how much the sport continues to scour the globe for this kind of talent.
And here are the Suns now. 10-point lead. Moore passes to Saric. Back to Moore. Suns moving the ball around. Stripped it away. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. No good with the wing jumper.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Jazz shooting 42% to begin this game. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Saric has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
Knocks down the 3 ball. Saric has got 8 points.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter, exploding from the perimeter.
And he's good on the 3 ball. He has 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Galloway. Galloway hits both of them. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Jazz trail by 12. Here's Williams-Goss. Here's the floater. Some solid defense from Saric. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Williams-Goss. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Saric. The Jazz have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Moore outside. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And from moments ago, we got this from Donovan Mitchell on how his team maintains its edge.
Well, it's been our whole story all year as the underdog, you know, and a lot of guys on this team have been that way throughout their lives and their careers. There's so many guys on the team that have been doubted.
Using that doubt, Greg, as motivation.
Whatever helps you play with urgency. If it's feeling like you're second best, use that to your advantage.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. Clarkson is out there with Williams-Goss, and it's Azubuike in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Williams-Goss. Shot clock at 5. And the lead is down inside single digits. Williams-Goss has got 9 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Sharch finds Galloway. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And then Sharch slams it in.
The defense not putting up much of a fight as Saric gets to the rim.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Morgan. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Clarkson. And Utah, another 3.
I'd like to see more of that from Clarkson. Just get more consistent from the three-point line. Steps up and knocks that one down.
Paul kicks to Booker. Smith outside. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. Booker outside. Steps back and fires. The rebound by the Jazz. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Morgan. Clarkson against Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So a moment now to see the story for Rudy Gobert.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Shooting 2. The first one falls.
Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard, so trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for William Goss. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Stolen by Clarkson. Gobert with a wide open look. The Jazz again can't hit it. Phoenix leading by 9. Up the floor. And slam dunk by Saric.
And so far, this has all been about Dario Saric. He has been feasting.
Utah calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Dario Saric.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts of the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You take a look at Ayton, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Here's Paul. Michael Conley making his last shot. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. A shot by Paul, no good.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And the Suns making a change here. Crowder's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook. And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Saric passes to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Devin Booker getting up to the rack?
Jazz trail by 8. Outside Conley. Launches it. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Paul. Back to Saric. Over Conley. Tries from 7. That misses off the backdoor. Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And that one drops for him.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. They get the rebound. Gobert with the block.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And here is Paul. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. And the wide-open shot from Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Morgan the pass to Mitchell. From deep. And Utah another 3.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Bridges, he's checked in for Sharch. Crowder kicks to Paul. Pass to Booker. It's good.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Bridges against Mitchell. And stolen by Ayton. Paul outside. And they double up Paul. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does. Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Count the basket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Conley. Rebound by the Suns. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it. And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Conley. 7 points in the game. And there's the pass to Mitchell. And stolen by Booker. Plays it in off the breakaway. Booker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
And one reason Booker is such a great scorer, he can create easy opportunities with his defense.
Here's Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Utah, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And he knocks down the first one.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Here's what Utah is going with right now. As Azubuike's checked in, and it's Joe Ingles in for Royce O'Neal. Morris checked in for the Suns. Langston Galloway comes in for Chris Paul. Phoenix leading by 11. Outside Crowder. Jacks up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Galloway has got 12 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And here is Ayton. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Right now, let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. Fourth, the Suns.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And the first one at the line is good.
And what you love most about Williams-Goss is the leadership he provides. Was an important part of Gonzaga's first ever finals appearance. He's a role player you can count on to give you 100%.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. Smith checked in for Phoenix. Utah's second pick in 2017, Williams-Goss played overseas for a bit, then last year joined the team that originally drafted him.
You know, didn't get a lot of minutes, but he did get his feet wet. I like the ball handling, the passing, the intangibles he brings. And every roster has guys like Williams-Goss on it. So I think he's going to have a terrific chance to stick. Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now, here's Ayton. 8 points for him. Smith on the wing. It's blocked. Here's Williams-Goss. Doubled by Smith. Pass to Williams-Goss. Now Azubuike. Defended by Crowder. Ingles can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Azubuike on the wing. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Here's Williams-Goss. 11 points in the game. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Williams-Goss has got it back down to single digits for the Jazz. Al Moore. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Williams-Goss. Utah's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. From past the arc. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Azubuike, no good. Phoenix leading by 5. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Clarkson with the ball. 10 points for him. The shot's good.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
There's Galloway. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first half of play. Suns lead by 6. It's time now to go courtside. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Jay Crowder having an outstanding game. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns?
The passing is what kept the offense rolling. The communication has been tremendous. Guys are working as a unit and not as individuals. They've got to repeat that kind of ball movement.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
We got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie? Barbecue chicken. If I was coaching the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Jay Crowder has been sensational.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Here's Clarkson. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. They've got Chris Paul. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Nader in at the 3 spot. One-on-one fast break. But they'll get another chance. Had the space there, but it's offline. Here's Morgan. Here's Mitchell. And it's off the back rim. No good. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Nader. Rebound, Utah. Passes to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. He dishes it to Gobert. Conley with the 3. The long distance 3 is barreled. Conley's got 10.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
To the paint. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Clarkson taking his time here. Off target from outside. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They've led by as many as 14 points. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Paul passes to Nader. Ayton at the elbow. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
First free throw is good.
DeAndre Ayton, born in the Bahamas and came to the United States in high school to become one of the top prospects going into college and then becoming the first overall pick in 2018.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Both good from the line that time. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Now, here's Mitchell. 16 points for him. Conley with the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. Ball against Conley. Booker with no one around. And Ayton throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Fires it up. A 10 short, but it's good off the front iron. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Paul kicks to Nader. Good on the three-point shot. Nader's got 7.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Mitchell passes to Conley. The 3 bangs home the trifecta. Conley's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Three-pointer, Crowder, another 3 for Phoenix.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Gobert dishes to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Over Booker. And it's Mitchell missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first free throw is good. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. And for the Suns, Sharch checked in for 8. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jay Crowder. He hits both from the stripe.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Jazz trail by 7. High post, Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Misses the 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Paul can't get it to go. Jazz have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Conley kicks to O'Neal. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And the Suns call time. Langston Galloway's checked in for Phoenix.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Booker. 4th in scoring, 9th in free throw percentage. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket for Mitchell.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Here's Galloway. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
The Suns have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Jazz trail by 4. Now the pass to Gobert. Here's Favors over Sharch, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling Favors.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
First one falls for him. And so Favors nails both of them. And so Booker will bring it up to the Suns. They've led by as many as 14 points. Takes a shot at the elbow and misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to O'Neal. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The tie. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
And he knocks down the first one. That one drops. He ties it up. And here's Booker. 11 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Derek Favors.
You got to like seeing Devin Booker be aggressive, especially when he's shooting the ball, easily earning the foul that time.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
First free throw is good.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills, not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career. Well, Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Now Gobert, 12 points for him. Clock at 4. Outside Conley for the lead. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Mitchell against Booker. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Favors can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
Gobert in the corner. Shoots from the baseline. And that one goes long. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Bridges with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Booker. And Saric kicks to Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Mikel really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his shooting percentages are trending up.
And the Jazz call time here.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
For the Jazz, as Azubuike's checked in, and it's Joe Ingles in for O'Neal. And a change for the Suns. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Here's Williams-Goss. 16 points for him. And it's Mitchell missing. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. Here's Smith. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Mitchell. 19 points in the game. Pass to Williams-Goss. Favors, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
The The pass to Smith. Bridges for three. Another three for Phoenix.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Here's Mitchell. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And he makes that one.
Consistent shooter like Bridges loves to get openings from the mid-range like that to get his rhythm.
Jazz trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Mitchell wide open. Phoenix grabs the miss. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Another three for Phoenix.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Kicks it to Mitchell. Over Moore. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 21 in the game.
Great mechanics from Mitchell on that one. You can count on him when he's at that range.
Sharch passes to Moore. Azubuike against Smith. Pass to Galloway. Fires the three. That shot is off. And it's Utah the other way. The wide open look here for Ingles. Here's Favors. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Favors got 6.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Galloway, the pass to Sharch. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Mitchell, the 19-footer is on the money. He's got 23.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Bridges, no one around him. It's good from long range. Bridges has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Mitchell. Favors in the post. And that one drops. Favors has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And Favors very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
And Sharch kicks to Bridges. Moore outside. He feeds it to Smith. Suns moving the ball around. And slam dunk by Sharch.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Williams-Goss, the pass to Favors. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Sharch. Count that bucket. Mitchell's got 25 points.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
From deep, Moore. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Bobbed up there for Mitchell. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Bounce pass, Smith. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Suns on top. They lead by 13. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Suns leading by 13. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Favors is out there with Williams-Goss, and it's Morgan in at the 4-man position. That's amongst the group right now for Utah. Nader's shot's good.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
Utah shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Morgan the pass to Williams-Goss. Out to the right wing. Here's Azubuike. Goes back up. Some solid defense from Ayton.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Offensive rebound and out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. O'Neal's checked in for Derek Favors. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Jazz trail by 16. O'Neal passes to Williams-Goss. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Shot's good by Clarkson.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
Passes it to Paul. Ring shot on the way. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And that's 10 points for Chris Paul.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Azubuike. Some solid defense from Ayton. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's O'Neal. A shot off that time. Paul with the defensive effort. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Moore. That one wide left.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Good on the triple. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And Ayton gets double teamed. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Tuesday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And for the game with the Mavericks, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused. And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way. And maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Clarkson, right wing. The pass to O'Neal. Fires the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Moore outside. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Foul. Elbow.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And he makes all 3. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or Katie in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. And Booker kicks to Nader. Gobert with the block. Looking to end the run. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
And the Jazz call time here.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Now here's Conley. Here's Clarkson. But they get it back. Here's Gobert, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. They shoot again, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Such an efficient scorer. Gobert knows his offensive game and picks great shots to take.
Moore passes to Ayton, and Ayton gets double teamed. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The first free throw is good. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. Offensive rebound. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got 10 points in the quarter.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6th plus foul, and then they stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Booker.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. And stolen by Booker. Out to the right wing. Moore finds Booker. Back to Moore. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys: Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson. A lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings. Measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
Conley kicks to Clarkson. They get the rebound. Rejected by Booker. And they're moving it up. Here's Nader. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz trail by 21. Pass to Clarkson. Dishes to Gobert. Clarkson against Booker. 6 to shoot. And here's Conley outside. Phoenix leading by 21. There's the triple. And Booker is good for 3. Booker's got 21 in the game.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Passes it to Morgan. Moore against Conley. From deep. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Pass to O'Neal. Clarkson on the wing. Gobert against Ayton. Here's Clarkson. They can't stop the run with that one.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Gobert with the block, and he recovers it. Moore passes to Ayton. For 3, Booker. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For the 3, Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now can exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Good on the second free throw. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Phoenix.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for DeAndre Ayton.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Mike Conley's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And the Suns also making a change. Galloway's checked in, and so Bogdanovich nails both of them. And so here's Phoenix. Smith outside. 29 seconds left in the game. Galloway, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Here's Galloway. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.